What's up, guys? Hey, it's Ben back with another reaction. We're doing Neurodivergent with Ren and Webby. Um, so, in looking this up, I was gonna react to a Ren, and then I realized that I forgot that last week or 2 weeks ago they released Neurodivergent. I never reacted to it because, well, guys, I've been dealing with a lot of health stuff, and I've been in and out of the hospital, and I've been going to doctor's appointments and scheduling new appointments, and I just honestly, time got past me and I forgot. So I just didn't get to it. Now, with all that being said, as crazy as life is, I'm back on kind of a schedule of making some new content and working on my videos. And so I come across Neurodivergent. Well, in the process of doing so, I realized that I don't even know what the hell neurodivergent means. So I went and looked it up because that's what we do in our today's world, right? And I read through this. I'm going to read it to you guys too, because I think it's important for us to do this. The term was popularized by the neurodiversity movement to emphasize that neurological differences are natural variations of the human brain rather than inherently bad deficits or diseases that need to be cured. Okay, so I think it's important that we talk about this before we do this video because I don't know what is in the video, but I know that Ren always has a really deep connection with whatever it is that we're talking about. So I think he wants us to know the meaning of this, to understand it more. So anyways, key differences, it says understanding the terminology requires looking at how it contrasts with other common concepts. Okay, so the term neurodivergent, an individual whose brain functions outside of societal norms. Example, someone with autism or ADHD. Okay, fair enough. That would be my wife, for example. She has ADHD. So neurotypical, an individual whose brain functions, behaviors, and processing align with standard societal expectations. Okay, understood. So saying someone who has normal ways of thinking, that's an easier way to say that. Neurodiversity is the concept that all human brains are unique. A group of people is neurodiverse if it contains a mix of both neurotypical and neurodivergent minds. So it's saying that everyone is included. I'm not going to keep going. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I read through all of this, so I'm just going to sum it up real quick. So being neurodivergent does not mean that it's necessarily bad. It doesn't mean that you have a disease, like it says, or that it needs to be cured. So that's important to note, okay? It's just saying that you think differently. That's your brain works differently and thinks differently than others. I personally don't see that as a bad thing at all, because if we all had the same brain waves on everything, then everything would be without meaning. If that makes sense to you, I hope that makes sense to you, because to my mind, that's what I think, is that if we all thought the same way about everything, then there would be no enjoyment or excitement or sadness or grief or happiness or all of the things that we feel, right? We're all individually wired. I like to use that word, wired, differently. We're all wired differently. We all have different pathways of thoughts and feelings and expectations and all of it. It's everything is everything. It's all encompassing. Like there is no one way to do it. Okay. If we all get to point B after leaving point A, doesn't matter how you get there. Just the fact that you got to B, that's all that matters, right? That's how I think anyways. Okay, so now that we kind of understand what neurodivergent means, I want to go click on the inpatient and watch this. So real quick, Patreon, if you could and you want to, I guess, jump over to my Patreon, B Shaw Reacts, Ben Shaw. Just help me out. That's all it is. It's a way to join up, start being a part of these videos and whatnot, and what kind of content I'm going to put out next. We're going to do obviously the weekly polls, things like that. We're going to talk about, which video I should be reacting to. I know I have a lot of content that I need to react to still, but that way I'm not getting overwhelmed, because what I find is happening is that I'm having too much thrown at me, too many requests. I can't keep up with all that, so I have to do it some way differently, and I think that's a way to kind of calm it down a little bit and focus in on what needs to go next. Get that way I have steps to keep myself in line and actually put out content. What else? What else? What else? I have a whole slew of stuff on YouTube already, like 260 videos, 68 videos, I think. So there's plenty of content out there for you guys to check out if you're digging what I do. And as always, that's appreciated, I put a lot into this, so hopefully I can get my channel growing a little bit, but that's not your problem. That's my problem. Okay, so here we go. Inpatient, Ren, Chris Webby, Neurodivergent. I tried to do that as fast as I could, guys, because I know y'all get tired of listening to me yap. Anyways, here we go. Oh, wow. Why is it all the way the hell up here? Oh, because it was playing in the background before I clicked on it.
Stay calm, boy, my thoughts are burning like the napalm. I think I need to get away from this noise. I hate the places that I came from. Destroy and burn a message from the preacher. Subliminal out the speaker. Kill, I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Pity, don't feel pity for this sick boy.
His voice is so interesting, guys. Demeanor. You guys try to do that. Demeanor. That's freaking crazy. Like, I don't know. There's something strange about my demeanor. Why demeanor? Is that how that word is spelled? Really? I thought it was Demeaner. Demeanor. Oh my goodness, Ren, you've got me questioning my sanity right now, dog. You know what? Not doing it. Not going there. Demeanor. Demeanor. Okay, so why is it O-U-R on Ren's demeanor? So does that mean something different? Outward behavior or bearing? Okay. Ren, dude, seriously? So if I take the U out and do it the demeanor, goodness gracious. It encompasses physical and social cues such as body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and posture. It's the same thing. Okay, so the U is just added in, I guess. Maybe that's like if you're from the UK, you use the U in it. There's other words. There's a lot of other words that do that. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know like color, C-O-L-O-R. We spell it C-O-L-O-R in the United States, whereas I've seen it done overseas where it is C-O-L-O-U-R. O-U-R, yeah, color, C-O-L-O-U-R, yeah. So I don't know. I guess this is the same thing in the way that word is spelled here, demeanor. But it's the way he said it that triggered my brain to think about it differently, which is exactly what we're talking about, neurodivergent. Maybe I have ADHD. You know, I've never tested for it. I've never even been brought up about that, but it's very possible with my scatterbrained ass, the way that, that I think of everything, and then I'm all over the damn place. So maybe I should get screened. Anyways, let's keep going, guys. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. My bad. It's got a cool little beat to it though, doesn't it? Sounds good. All right, let's go. I'm digging it so far. I like all of his little, like he was talking about burning and the napalm, and it's pretty cool. So let's keep going. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff in here that I'm going to miss. Just I'll watch it again, guys. Don't worry. I'm trying.
I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Don't feel pity for this sick boy. I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulants and edibles. It's medicines, arable and repairable, tweaking the biochemical peaking. I'm feeling incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine. My focus goes towards smoke machine. Precursor birth from L-tyrosine. And my racetrack doors very psycheding. Deciphering maybes and might have been. Spiraling Fibonacci, Vicodin. The piloting Kawasaki ninja thing. I bring to a big talk, to a big begin. And I go,
The hell?
Status quo, car twisted. The road, top lips.
It's the way he's doing this. The bend on the words. The like what when you sit down to write a song, I can't I, like I've written a lot of songs. I've been a part of a lot of songwriting with other artists, even where other musicians, I should say. So I understand the creativity side of it to a degree, right? I'm not a songwriter per se, like lyricism. That's not my thing. Okay. I can sit down and come up with a bass line. I can come up with guitar parts. I can even give a feel for the drummer, but I mean, I can't necessarily do the drumming to the level that drumming needs to be done. But lyricism is not my thing, right? It's not something that I've ever really even focused on. I've helped write a couple of songs where I put some words in here and there. I've done backup vocals on stage live, things like that, but not to the degree of what Ren does. So it blows my mind to sit down and the creativity that goes into the lyricism with Ren especially is mind-boggling to me. Webby, I only know of a couple of songs that I think I've heard of his versus Ren. Well, let me just say, I got to be careful with how I said that because it made it sound like I listened to Webby on his own, and I haven't. All I've heard is Webby with Ren, so that's all I know of Webby. So I don't know a whole lot about him. So I'm not going to speak a lot about him until I do know what I'm talking about, because why would I? But this is different. I like it. I do. I think it's pretty neat. It's forcing the people who are neurodivergent to pay attention to the fact that you're neurodivergent, if that makes sense. it's it's trippy. The whole concept is trippy. It's cool.
What makes a person neurodivergent?
Exactly. What makes a person neurodivergent? I'm glad I looked it up. See, I knew there was a reason why I did all that at the beginning of this video. I know what I'm doing. If you believe that, I got a bridge in the desert that I can sell you. Right? This is cool.
Neurodivergent. They told me I was
crap.
broken.
All right, here's Webby.
Nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless.
Okay, so nothing but a defect in my head. They said that I was broken, but you remember when we talked about the definition, it's not that it's necessarily a bad thing or that it means that there's something that needs to be cured, right? So they're saying that you're broken and all that. It's all crap. It's not necessarily true. And then they want to put you on all these different pills and different medicines because, well, you're neurodivergent, you have ADHD, or let's say you're autistic and you have autism. That doesn't automatically mean that you need all these medicines and medications and all the crap that comes along with it, because that creates other side effects that have more side effects, which then you need more medication to fix that. And then you're on this everlasting loop. And believe me, I know all about it because I've lived it. Okay. I'm not going to get in my bag on this because there's a lot that I could talk about in dealing with the health care and all the different things on that aspect of it, because man, this could wind up being an hour-long reaction, and I'm pretty sure that I don't want to have to spend an hour explaining all this to you guys, but like, I've been through a lot, and from a psychological standpoint, the closeness that I had with death, how sick I was before I was actually able to receive a liver transplant. I mean, when I say sick, like I was sick, guys. It was pretty terrible. I mean, I went through it. So again, psychology and the way that the medical condition, okay, it creates more. There's a whole loop of things that can happen. You start taking the medicine, and then they put you on a different medicine, and then because your brain is thinking this way, and then again, I was dealing with my medical stuff, and I was like knocking on death's door, and I'm only like mid 30s, early 40s, and then like I'm like, man, it's too soon for me to die. I didn't even get to live out the rest of my life with my wife and retire and on and on and on. Then you start having all these thoughts, and then you start thinking in negative ways, and then you got to go through all that psychologically, and then you're on pills because guess what happens when they find out that you're thinking sad and that you're upset that you're dying? They're like, oh, well, take these pills, it'll help you. And then the next thing you know, you're a freaking zombie because you're so zoned out. I was so zoned out that I kind of forgot who the hell I was or what I was doing, right? So it's just one thing after another, and it just keeps hitting you, right? And then finally, I got so sick that they're like, dude, we have to get this guy a liver or he's not going to live, right? So they do the transplant, and guess what? I lived. Well, now, today, sitting here doing this video, I don't have all the medications that I was on at one point because well, two reasons. One is that I've worked myself away from all the medications. And secondly is because my body has begun to heal and do it on its own. So that's the natural side of it, So yeah, this is tripping me out. All of this is. Jesus, I just went into a whole spiel about all kinds of stuff that I don't even think he even mentioned any of that. Nothing but a defect in my head. Okay. They told me I was broken. See, that's what got me, I think, is they told me that I was broken. I've had that same thing said to me. Not in those words, but that's exactly what the hell they did to me. Anyways, let's keep going.
Nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless.
Right?
Just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But
yes,
after
indeed.
all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead.
Okay. All right, dog. What is really going on? Sometimes the universe drops you on your head, kicks you around a couple of times, and then spits you out and says, ha, got you. Sometimes the universe knows exactly what it's doing, right? There's a reason why those words just came across my screen after I just went into that whole spiel about blah, 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 blah. Wow, that was freaking trippy. God, that's trippy. I am like kind of freaked out a little bit right now. Ooh. That is so freaking weird, man. Let's go.
Just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead. In the handicap spot, just to see that doctor. And this is what he said.
What'd he say?
Said, I got a touch of autism. Piece of my puzzle is missing. While the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see, this world's an asylum and shit. We all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in the crowd, I lift a boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip. They found me with the misfits round. So bitch, allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blind.
All right. Go back. Too much, too fast. Okay, so something about handicaps, talk to the doctors. Okay. And then this is what he said. See, I can't break down bars, so to speak, because I hear what he's saying. My brain hears it. My ears hear it. My eyes, I can't follow it fast enough because I have terrible vision and eyesight because of the whole liver and all that crap. So I'm trying to read across the screen as it comes up just to hear the words and see the words because that's visually what I want to do. But I can't. My eyesight doesn't let me do it, so I have to listen again. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Sorry is the wrong word. You guys are here to watch a reaction. That's what you're getting.
This is what he said. Yeah, he said, I got a touch of autism. Piece of my puzzle is missing. While the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see, this world's an asylum and shit. We all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission.
Right.
You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in the crowd, I lift a boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip. They found me with the misfits round. So bitch, allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blinds and keep the noise down. Cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind. Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Go, off script.
Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Dude, so the medical crap that I'm dealing with right now is that from the liver transplant, my kidneys died. Go figure, right? The medication that they had to give me for the liver when I did the liver transplant actually damaged my kidneys to a point that I'm like in stage 4 kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease is what I have. So my kidneys aren't functioning properly and I'm not filtering out all the crap that you're supposed to filter out whenever you pee and urinate and blah, 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 blah. I mean, woe is me, right? I could sit here for an hour and talk about all the things that I'm dealing with. It doesn't change the fact that I still feel fine sometimes. Like right now, I feel fine. You know, I don't feel like I have kidney disease. Like, what do you mean I have kidney disease? I don't. Do you go to the urinate? And yeah, absolutely. Oh, do you feel like you urinate more than usual? No. Okay, well, I mean, what color is it? Dude, the questions go on and on and on. I get it. That's their job. They have to. But yeah, I'm in the middle of fighting for a kidney transplant, and I keep getting the runaround. I just literally before I even started this, like an hour ago, got a phone call from the kidney team and the nephrologist and all these doctors that I've been speaking with, and now this, there's 12 of them that go to sit in a room to decide who gets the kidneys, for the transplantation. And I've got 10 of the 12 that are like, this guy needs it, go. Because he had the liver, he needs the kidneys because you only got blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I'm not going to get into all that. I got 10 of the 12 saying do it, right? Those two people are a little bit nervous about doing the surgery because I'm a little bit high risk because of blah, 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 blah. It's all diarrhea of the mouth. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, yo, if you don't want to do the damn transplant, just say so. And we just won't do it. It is what it is. But why did you give me the liver just to let me get an extra year of life out of? I don't understand what we're doing. Like, are we trying to help me to be better so that I can be fine? Or, like, what's the problem here? Anyways, not well, but hell, I feel fine. I think. Ooh, let me just go on. I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
Off script state, this whoa, got twisted. He whoa, top lip split, explode, whoa, misfit, don't fit.
He's got coke all over his nose.
Neurodivergent, sick for certain. Neurodivergent.
Nice guitar. That was almost sounding like it had a harmony over it. Okay, so you're playing a little bit of tap guitar.
Sick entirely. Shrinks in psychiatry. Don't mind my anxiety. Or my non-sobriety. Doctors lining up to lie to me. Speak too much, they try to silence me. Just a product of society. Well, that's fine with me.
Well, at least she's just smoking a spliff. It's all good. It's just a left-handed cigarette. You know. So I can tell. All right. Let me wrap this up because this has been a long reaction. I'm at almost 30 minutes already. What I was saying, I think it's pretty obvious that Ren has been through it medically, and dealing with all the stuff that he's had with his sickness and trying to find different ways to heal and going through different treatments. And I mean, hell, he's even gone to different continents to get help. And I guess in some ways I'm somewhat blessed that I live in the States, from a healthcare standpoint, because I was able to get the liver transplant. I would not be here without that liver transplant that I had less than a year ago. Right? No way that I survive if I not got the liver. So I'm blessed. Healthcare in the United States is not the greatest. There's massive waiting list, especially for transplants. It's hard to even get transplanted. So I'm saying that Ren, from a side of the medical side and knowing what it means to have a team of doctors, they're all like going at each other about what's the right way to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And then I get to suffer all the consequences. Ren had to suffer all the consequences of doctors not honestly paying enough attention to him when they needed to because they thought it was something else. You can tell with the way that the lyricism in this song that someone has gone through it. Someone that knows what it's like to live all of these things is the reason why he was able to write that song and it hit the way that it just hit. The doctor's lying to me part, the ADHD and the autism spectrums and the brain being different and what makes a person neurodivergent. I think that that's an oxymoron in and of itself. I think that the question that we have to ask ourselves is, do you think that it's okay to have ADHD and autism, and that that's just adding flavor to the world? Or do you think that those are things that need to be cured and fixed? I think it depends on the person that you're talking to and how it affects them, and so it's a big question. I mean, Ren doesn't talk about easy topics and subjects. He puts it all out there and throws it on there and says, hey, here it is. It's in your face. I've shown you that this is what's really going on. How you going to deal with it? Great song, guys. I'm digging that. That's the way to roll. Listen, I hope and pray. I really do. I hope and pray for all of you guys that life is treating you kind and that it's being not mean to you. And I use the word mean because, Lord, it can get ugly. Sometimes it's really ugly and it's really hard just to survive a day, much less a whole lifetime of worries and stressors and anxiety and depression. And you guys know it. The list goes on and on. So for all of my other people out there who are struggling and suffering with health or mental health or any of it, like whatever is coming at you, just please hang in there and look for the next day to get better, because that's all we can do is have a little bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, they'll figure it out and get us to where we need to go, right? All right. Well, that's enough. It's been over 30 minutes. It's like 30 something minutes. 31, 32 minutes. That's a long time, guys. I'm sorry. I talk way too much, don't I? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay. You guys take care. See you on the next one.